want to talk about the Fantastic Four for 1 second because apparently, David Diggs has been given a contract and been offered the role of the Thing in the Fantastic Four. That's something that came out today. Now, of course, this is still rumor mill, everybody. And I love me some David Diggs. Apparently, the big reason why is that in the comic books, the Thing, Bruce is supposed to be, or Ben Grimm, he's supposed to be Jewish descent. And David is. And so they've been getting a lot of flack, I guess, at Marvel about not taking their actual characters from the comics that are Jewish and actually casting, Jewish actors. So
it's been a problem.
It's been a problem. And so that's why they said when they announced this, they said, the one thing we'll tell you right now is that Ben is going to be Jewish. That's a big thing. And apparently they're going to him, which I think he's great. Michael Chiklis before playing this, Jamie Bell. I mean, honestly, not matching that material at all. This movie comes out February 14th, 2025. It's not that far away, really, if you think about it.
It's a Valentine's Day release?
It's a Valentine's Day release, Rachel. It is. For your take your sniffing out to see Fantastic Four. But I love David. I think he was great in everything I've seen him. I started watching Extrapolations on Apple TV Plus. Now this show's a little weird, but he's great in it too. And it's throughout multiple years. He's fucking fantastic. Of course, you go back to Hamilton. How great was he in there? Sabrina will talk about that all day. But
fantastic. He was one of the best parts of Hamilton.
Yeah, he's awesome. I was like, honestly, standout actor. So for him to go to Marvel like this, it's a big choice. It's a big decision. And they said that before they offered Sue Storm to Emma Stone, and she turned it down. Apparently, that's again rumor world asking
not
too much money. But this right here apparently is one of those things where they're saying that you're probably going to hear pretty soon, Comic-Con, they'll probably announce this.
I agree with Chiklis. Chiklis was the best.
Chiklis was good.
He looked like him the best. Just saying. He looked like him. That's all.
I hope that Disney follows through on honoring more of their Jewish characters, because it's even beyond casting choices. They've been erasing the storylines of a lot of Jewish characters, just not even addressing them. Erasing the storyline, rewriting their backgrounds. So I hope they do commit to keeping that background for the character.
It'd be great. What do you think about David?
Fantastic.
Think he'd be good for this part?
He's great. He can do anything. you can cast him literally anything. It'll be fine. That's great. That actually encourages me to see Little Mermaid even more in theaters.
Yeah, me too. And it's
you didn't know he was Sebastian?
I didn't pay that much attention, man.
I mean, Sebastian is my favorite character in the Little Mermaid. You're probably younger than me. You didn't grow up with Little Mermaid, huh?
I grew up with Little Mermaid.
You did?
I was born in 90. I'm not, it came out around the...
You were born in 90. No, it did not come out in 90.
Put the age there.
It came out, so it was there my entire life.
Okay, all right.
It's not my favorite Disney film, but I'm not mad at it.
You were a baby. You were a
it's not like they put them out and then never talked to them again. It's not like
you're lucky they didn't put it in the Disney vault, because you'd be screwed.
I saw that in the theater when it came out.
Yeah,
right? It's a big difference.
Me too. So good. So good. I think David, though, let's go back to Fantastic Four, though. I think he's a great choice for this. I think he is. Honestly, I was nervous. I'm nervous about casting in general for this. Everybody is out there on the internet. Everybody's freaking worried about Fantastic Four. It's the first family, So I think he's a great choice.
Some people are going to complain about the casting, and I think it truly, as far as looks go, does not matter who you put under the clay blob.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, it's going to be so quick. We're actually going to see him be like a real person.
Isn't there a lot of time when he's not a clay blob also?
It'll be.
He's also a person.
I don't know, man. I'm not that familiar with Fantastic.
He's also a person in the movie. He's not always Thing.
No.
Yeah, but they're also saying there's part of backstory.
A big part of being Thing is his struggle with the fact that he is Thing and can't not be Thing and has to be like that all the time. I have a question, though. So if the Thing is Jewish, does that mean the Thing is a clay golem?
It should be.
Like from Jewish myth, you know what I mean? I was like, that's kind of interesting.
They're not going to do that, though.
A science experiment.
It's science-based. Yeah.
Well, he's like magic rock, right? He's like space rock.
Space rock. Because they go to space, what happens, that radiation thing causes him to do this, and the radiation changes him into an inanimate object more than actually being superpowers, which still makes him strong in a lot of ways.
Dogs.
Yeah, but it's not like a magic thing.
Dogs.
It's
a magic thing.
It's obnoxious.
It's a magic thing. But I really think that he'll be good being this part. I think so, right? Lexi, are you excited about his casting news, though? Do you think that he'd be the right choice?
No.
Oh, no. Why not? Why not? You not like him?
No. I don't know him.
no.
I don't know anything about him. It's not.
You saw Hamilton.
Not on your radar, huh?
I don't like any of the casting for Fantastic Four. I don't like any of the way they've been dealing with Fantastic Four. I feel like
Do
when
we
they
know any of the other casting?
first initially did a lot of the casting on the very first Fantastic Four. I feel like they cast right, but just like fucked up the movies really poorly. So like they had like the visuals of the characters right, but then like fucked everything else up. So it's like those movies were just like total shit. But then
Those movies have nothing to do with this.
I know that. I'm not talking about that. I'm
Not even
saying
the same
like
production company.
This is Marvel's chance to actually do it right.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is like I feel like long ago they got the visuals right, but fucked everything else up, and since then they've been like just fucking everything else up, like the castings and everything else up, and I feel like they just don't know how to get Fantastic Four right. And every time they go back in and try to do Fantastic Four, I just feel like every time they do, they just like get worse and worse and worse.
I feel
and
like
it's just
I feel like the blame lies on the Fantastic Four. They're like not anyone's favorite bunch of superheroes.
No, they're
a bunch of
not.
Fucking loser douchebags.
They're mid.
Like who cares?
I
Who
think
cares?
like
I don't need your torch or your thing or your fucking stretchiness. Like just stop. Like nobody.
I think their other failure with Fantastic Four is that they keep trying to make a movie out of it, and I think when you look at what Disney's been doing with Marvel, that the TV show is absolutely the direction to go with Fantastic Four, because they're science-based, they're not action hero-based. There's a lot of stories in Fantastic Four that are around Reed Richards, like experimenting in the lab and kind of having some shit go wrong, and them like poking around at shit that isn't really like superhero-y at all. And then there's like times when they have to save the world. So it's like it's 50-50
That's the problem. That is the problem. Exactly what you just described is the problem.
So it
It's
opens
like
the
they're
door
just-
to the TV show, though. Like that's more TV show
No,
based than it is like
opens the door for
movie-based.
boredom. It's boring and dumb. And the reason why every movie sucked is because the source material sucks.
No,
The
what it
group
is-
sucks. Like
But
even in the multiverse of madness, I was like, oh, this fucking guy, like John Krasinski. I'm like, what? Really? That's what we're
But
doing right here?
it's
I don't
Johnny
need it.
Quest.
I really don't
Fuck
need
John
it.
It wasn't bad.
Krasinski.
I
It
don't
wasn't
need
bad.
it.
But
I
it's
don't
He just
need
died
it.
like a little bitch, you know?
There's
like,
been
yeah.
a million Fantastic Four things, and no one likes any of them.
So
But
John
she brought up
Krasinski's.
Well, she brought up
See,
Venture Brothers.
The Fantastic Four spoof in the Venture Brothers was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Sure, but that's not the actual Fantastic
No.
Four.
But
I
like
think
you
Adam
could do-
Driver will be this
And,
part
like,
of this.
Yeah, they're gonna be Adam Driver, Emma
Wait, is Adam
Stone,
Driver
and
gonna be
and no, these
He's
are all
apparently the
rumors.
number one person up for it right now.
Adam
for
Driver
Mr. Fantastic.
is
I
Adam
will
Driver
watch
Driver.
amazing.
anything with Adam Driver.
Could you
I'm here
literally
for that goofy
imagine-
looking motherfucker?
No, if it was
If they're-
him and Emma Stone and David, I mean, I don't know. I just
David
it's like
Diggs.
you're
What a
gathering an
hot
all-star.
cast.
You're gathering an all-star cast to fail. You're
Rachel's
setting
changing
them
her
up for
mind now.
failure.
She's changing
I
her
will
mind.
say Adam
My mind has
Driver.
never changed. I'm
Is
fine with
Adam
all of
Driver
it.
is off-putting to look
Is
at.
that-
What'd you
is
say,
that-
Lexi?
No, I love him. Are they using him as Reed
He's not
Richards?
weird.
Reed Richards.
The main guy.
He's
The main
really
guy.
the number one person up for it right now.
No, see that's
Hard
beautiful
no.
casting. No,
No,
I'm here.
no, it's
100%. No, that's really
No,
good
I
casting.
can't
And
with
actually,
this.
Emma Stone, is that who they're using for?
No,
That's
they
been who they wanted.
offered
They offered her,
it
she
to
turned it
her.
down.
I don't know.
She's so
This is
pretty.
all
I would love to see her
rumors.
in anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
she would
these are all.
be good
I do-
casting.
I
for
do
that,
love
too.
her.
She'd be
She's
good
so
on that.
pretty. She's unreasonably pretty.
The problem is you need to write. It needs to be written well. It doesn't matter. You could bring in Meryl Streep and Daniel Day-Lewis to make a movie, like two of the arguably greatest women and greatest
I
men
would
actors of
watch
all
that.
time, and then it sucks because the writing sucks. Like there's only so
Yeah.
much you can do as an actor. So like the Fantastic Four, from what I've seen, has shitty storylines and like subpar
No,
people. Like yes, that every movie has had a subpar storyline.
Marvel
and-
Zombies comes from Fantastic Four directly.
Okay,
comes
that is.
from it.
Have you seen any movie with that involved in it?
No, but I've seen
There
the
was an
TV
episode
show.
of What If that
My
did,
point
Marvel
is,
Zombies.
the
What about
things that
David,
they have
Sabrina? Do you think
shown
he'd be
to
good?
the world on cinema. I
Think
love
about
David
David.
Diggs. I support anything that he does. I support anything he does. I love him. He's never going to be president now. I'll just tell you that because he's
Never gonna be
too busy being
president
thing.
now.
I love Hamilton. I love him. I think he's great. He created He was in that Snowpiercer. Is that what it's called? Snowpiercer. And he did Blind Spot. He created, and that has been off. Like he's very very impressive as an actor and as a human being, and also as a rapper and a singer. So I support anything that he does. When I heard that he was going to be Sebastian, I was like, well, I guess I'll go see The Little Mermaid.
Great, I think it's a great choice.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Fantastic Four franchise in general. So that's my issue here.
Unless it was on Arrested Development.
Well, yeah, that I love. Tobias, please run that play again.